absolutely, this is the place to be to show and be presented for the industry.
It's important to be here because we're part of this industry.
Welcome back to Aberdeen Calling. We're here at day 2 of Offshore Europe. I'm in Hall 5 at the Emerson booth, and I'm joined today by Ottar Vikingstad, Director of Offshore. Mr. Vikingstad, we've been hearing from a lot of exhibitors about how important it is for them to be here at Offshore Europe. Can you tell us a little bit about what Emerson hopes to accomplish with your presence here?
Absolutely. One of the important things for Emerson at this show is to give a different picture of Emerson than maybe a lot of our customers have. We supply a lot of products and a lot of people see us as a product supplier. Here we show how we can combine all this into greater solutions that serve the whole oil field, basically.
Well, I see you've got a lot of very high-tech equipment at your booth. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the technologies that you've chosen to feature?
Yes, we have some demos that are running. We can show some of our capabilities in live operating demos, and the big thing is that we're connecting them all back to our IOP center, our remote operation center in the corner, where we can actually show all the capabilities, and we can connect to some of our remote locations in France and elsewhere.
Wow, it sounds like some really incredible capabilities there. Well, thank you very much for being with us. Last night, Statoil debuted their new office in Aberdeen with a gathering at the Aberdeen Music Hall. Torgeir Chitland told visitors what they could expect.
This project has been 30 years in the making. It was discovered in 1981, and now we're finally there, and it will deliver production for another 30 years.
Stay tuned to find out what brought Her Royal Highness Princess Anne to Offshore Europe. Welcome back to the program. Today, Princess Anne joined us at Offshore Europe, here in the Aberdeen Exhibition and Convention Centre, to support a cause that's dear to her heart.
Women working in male environments and males working in female environments.
There still are, even in the 21st century, some outdated views about these are women's jobs, these are men's jobs.
The WISE campaign is trying to dispel some of those outdated views in the male-dominated oil sector and encourage young women to pursue science, technology, engineering, and math in the classroom and beyond. Her Royal Highness Princess Anne is the royal patron of the WISE program and drew a crowd when she stopped by the booth. Earlier in the day, the princess attended a lunch centered around the role of women in the offshore oil industry.
I'm really pleased that she came here today, and that's attracted a lot of support and raised the profile of what we do.
Improving education has been a priority for everyone here at Offshore Europe. Today, we asked exhibitors and attendees what they would do to better train the workers that the offshore industry will need for the next 50 years in today's Hot Topic.
I think that there absolutely is a skill gap.
I think one way of addressing the problem is governments and oil companies should be targeting potential future candidates earlier on in their careers, pre-university.
In my company, we are actively pushing new blood for the industry, from degree qualified where it's appropriate.
But I think what we need to do is address schools, sixth forms, universities.
The oil industry, the operators don't want to employ young graduates to train. They want people to come in and then start performing. As long as they are operating in that system, we continue to have skill shortage.
We need to bring on young people by getting into schools and communicating what an exciting and vibrant industry we have.
I also think tax breaks should be considered to remain competitive.
Who trains who for who? We want a company to employ the young graduates who have no experience, so that train the person. At the end of the day, you come for the person. Definitely there's going to be a shortage unless we go back to the graduates, the young professionals, so that you employ them train them. I believe when you train somebody, the person will owe allegiance to you, the person will stick to your company. And as such, you'll be able to gain more people in the industry.
Once again, we sent our reporter Neil Rodriguez out onto the show floor to find one of the more interesting booths. Neil loves to eat breakfast, but if he has to cook it for himself, he's gonna starve.
We have 2 contestants. We have 2 very hot pans. We have 6 eggs. In the next 30 seconds, we're going to make 2, not 1, but 2 omelettes.
I'm here working with Inventis, and we're entertaining people. We are doing 2 things. We're doing some cookery demonstrations, so we've got wonderful produce from the northeast. We've got crab from John's Haven, we've got some local smoked fish, but we're also doing an omelette challenge where members of the public can come along and try and make an omelette in less than 30 seconds. And the results have been varied.
3, 2, 1, go! Oil's in.
Nick Nairn helps Avensis put on a high-pressure culinary challenge to show us there is more to making an omelette than just breaking a few eggs.
Move it faster, let it set, let it set, let it set, that's runny, let it set, that's it. Go, no, you're not making an omelette somebody's going to eat. It's a competition, move.
27.9.
27.9, under 30 seconds, and just about...
The challenge here is there are thousands of stands that exist in offshore Europe. How do you get people drawn to your stand? The clients that know us will come to our stand anyway. The idea is marketing.
When you were making your omelette, you did well to get the eggs into the pan on time, but it was what happened in the pan, it's where it went wrong. You have to really work the eggs, use all of the pan, all of the surface area.
This is Ile Flottant. This is a little island of omelette in amongst a sea of raw egg.
I think you better keep practicing, Neil. Well, that's all we have today for Aberdeen Calling, but please join us again tomorrow for all the news you need to know from offshore Europe.